What is going on, my sexy grass and hardies? It is your 4chaner, Snehanessne, and today we are doing our first of many 4chan board reviews. And I was going to start with anime slash manga and then just go down the list, but I thought, why don't we just kick this off with a bang? So today we are reviewing Slash B. Okay, so when I first hopped on the board, you know, you have your instant porn threads, you've got your fucking blacked, your tranny, your just people talking about their sisters, some very gross shit. And as you get further down along the track, you know, you see some more gross stuff. There's a lot of people who like lolicon, which is basically just Japanese child porn that's drawn in an anime style. Very, very disgusting and degenerate shit. But it's not all bad. You do have your threads where it's like you've got a little green text, people telling stories. A couple of them that I'll say now is there was an info thread where it was just about information, so it is a very random board. This guy just wanted people to use the right onion. Another thread was very random as well. Guys a guy near the border of Mexico couldn't find drugs and he was complaining about it on 4chan. I'll show the pic right now if you want to pause and read that. It's not really worth it, but yeah. Now another thing on this board that you will find, and it is a trend on 4chan, is called log posting. Now it sounds exactly what it is, but basically you get a picture of Andy Biersack, the main singer from Black Veil Brides. I don't know how this even started, but he's the main singer from Black Veil Brides. And then you just post a piece of shit next to it, or in his mouth, and it's called fucking log posting. How gross is that? That is so gross. But that's another thing that's on there. And I ran into like 4 posts in a row of just Andy Biersack log posting. How fucking disgusting is that? Another thing that's on there is men talking about their wives. I saw a post where it was a guy talking about how his wife doesn't come back the same after she has sex with her boyfriend. So I think there is a lot of cucks on there. Very, very cuck fetish. And there's a lot of men talking about vaginas and what looks better. Is it better to have like a roasty beef kind of pussy, or is it better to have like an innie? And I think we all know right now that, hope this doesn't get me banned, but puffy vaginas are the best. Not the actual lip bits, but the bits on the side where it's like really puffy. Now that is a pussy. Alright, sounds so gross right now. Yeah, another thing is there was just this post that this guy said, "I'm the best thing that ever existed," and I might believe him. He sounded pretty true. Best thing to ever exist, or best guy to ever exist. There was another guy complaining about this is his friend he knew from school, knew everything about him, and he turned into an Islamic terrorist, and he was worried he would kill him. But yeah, those are just a few like odd bod stories. But on the board there, it's just so much porn and talking about vaginas. That's basically the whole thing. But there are other boards, but there's a lot of blacked, a lot of cuck threads. Just trying to think. I don't want to go re-look at the board to think more things, but there's a lot of gay guys on there talking about gay stories and gay advice. A lot of guys complaining about how they're gay and how other gay people don't come out of the closet. A lot of tranny stuff. Yeah, but it's just so fucking gross. The board is so gross. I don't know what else more to say, but I feel like I should say more. But that's kind of all the board really is. Yeah, let me know what board I should do next. I'm thinking about doing toys, or I'm thinking about doing pole. Actually, pole would be pretty interesting. But yeah, that's kind of the whole board. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked it, subscribe. I forgot to put my green screen up, so. But yeah, that's the board. I might do a part 2 on this in the future after I've done a few more boards to see how B is going. But yeah, if you like the video, subscribe.